When we think about how leisure has changed in the modern era, how much of that is a direct consequence of the change that work undergoes that we talked about in episode 1?
You mean the understanding of work or the nature of work?
You could say both.
I think basically all of it was affected by that, both the understanding of leisure. I don't know that I would say necessarily the nature of leisure, because leisure is what it is. And I wouldn't say that the nature of work changed either.
I don't think we would say that the nature of good work changed,
Yeah,
but the
I don't think
nature
we
of
would say
work
that the
definitely
nature of the
changed.
thing changes. But I'll focus primarily on the understanding of the two. So work kind of wound up being this: man is made to work. So work, 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 work until you drop. And retirement is your reward for hard work. You don't need to rest. You can rest when you're retired. Well, guess what? The average age for retirement is 75. Or the average age of retirement is 78. The average age of death for a man is 75. Most men in the United States today work until they die. Because the modern understanding of work is that you have to work in order to have literally anything, and you have to work until you die. You are not allowed to rest, ever. You get Sunday off, or you get the weekends off. Now, there are a lot of potential other causes for this too, like people not actually being frugal or wise with their money, so they wind up wasting a lot of it. They're not able to save, so they feel like they have to work when they're 75 and then just keel over dead at their workstation.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think, and Joseph Pieper talks about this too, that the modern understanding of leisure basically sees leisure as something that is vicious, as a waste of time. And a lot of that has to do with what the modern age thinks that time is meant to be spent on. The modern age, a lot of it thinks that time is meant to be spent on turning a profit and making money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you do that? By working. So therefore, if work is money, then more work is more money. And I had a guy look me in the eyes and tell me, well, yeah, sure, I'd like to spend a lot of time with my kids, but I like buying them nice things too.
Yeah,
Okay,
to what
yeah,
end?
more work is more money. Especially if you work overtime, you're obliged to be paid a time and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that. I never disliked having that extra nice check on stretches of overtime. What you dislike is having to work 10 or more hours a day, 5 days a week. Coming home and eating dinner and only having enough strength to give your children a kiss goodnight.
Mm-hmm. So you can never replace you for your kids, like we talked about before. And if you manage to replace that with gifts you buy them, well, then you've failed them miserably.
Yeah, then you're not doing your job right. If you have replaced you with gifts, then you're not doing your job as a father.
Because they're never going to be able to go to their skateboard later and ask it for advice on anything in life.
Yeah.
On how to be a good human, and how to have relationships, on how to love others, how to do good work well.
A young man doesn't ask his girlfriend's car for her hand in marriage.
Nope.
He asks her father, or he should ask her father. I know there's a lot of debate about that now, too. And I don't care. That's going to be a requirement. But This modern idea that, you work to make money, so you do more work to make more money. And if you're not working, then what are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with your life if you're not actually working?
Mm-hmm.
You're just wasting your time. You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing good. You're not contributing to society. Well, by properly having time of leisure, you can contribute to your family. And your family is society. Today's children become tomorrow's adults.
Yep.
And you raise your children correctly, then they become good citizens, good Christians, honest, hardworking people that also know how to rest. As you'll notice, no one ever uses leisurely as a compliment for somebody. They'll say,
True.
"Oh, he's industrious. He's hardworking. He's good. He's a good man." But nobody ever talks about knowing when the right time is for rest or study as being a good thing or being something laudable.
Yeah.
What we actually praise is we praise the man who will get up at 4:30 in the morning and work until 6 o'clock at night to put food on the table. And making sacrifices is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no praise for the man who actually knows how to properly balance. Or there's no word for a man who knows how to rest. The highest praise we offer is for men who work way too hard, way harder than they have to. You'd be surprised how little of an actual monetary amount a human being can live on these days.